Good morning. This is a short preview. Max and I were camped out by this beautiful stream. I was just going to give you a pan. The Lord has given me another idea for a bug out camper that I think is very opportune. It's a good time to bring it out, I guess. Say good morning, Max. I'm going to keep this video short and try to get it uploaded today in town. This is me out in the wilderness. Anyway, I'm going to give you a walkthrough. This is the carport that I had set up when I did have a campsite at the Coca Hollow campground. It's a 12 by 20 foot tent carport. I think this would be perfect for making a bug out cabin. It takes some modification. This is my kitchen. Max and I had breakfast this morning. So we're good to go. We got propane, camp stove, covered tent. That's the inside of the tent here. This is the back side. So I did what I could with what I had. And it works. I'm going to walk back through. So, with this carport in mind, what I would like to do is be able to build a base, a plywood base on the bottom. This is something that you would store in you take a camper, get it out, and make it more into like a storage. You need something at least 16 feet on the inside. So what I was planning to do is make a couple bridge beams that would go underneath the full length. So this is 20, so we'd have to make two 10-foot sections and join them together. Well, probably about 24 inches, like a bridge set. And that, then all you do is put 1, 2, 3 legs that are adjustable. They're easy to do. So you do that to both sides, and down here between the beam sets you'd actually make some smaller pockets that would go on the ends and 2 in the center. So you would have 4 cross pieces going across, probably maybe 16 inches or whatever. The reason why you want to do that is to stabilize the whole system. Then on the top you can just simply drop 4 by 12 foot sections of plywood. And so this will work. I'll have to draw it up so you can actually see it. But on the bottom of the feet here, this is your feet over here. Right there. So this here, you want to actually have that set up on top of the wall. And so when you make if you got your floor, say your floor here, and you'd make your walls a little bit higher, so you'd make a 2-foot beam set, and you drop your floor about 8 inches down. So your tent, carport, can actually go on top of that 8-inch wall. It just makes it tighter. It gives you things that you can do. But as far as for a sleeping arrangement and all that, once you get your floor set up, you could actually frame in a back wall in there, and you'd frame in a front wall here. Trying to keep building down to a minimal. But all this would break apart into 12-foot sections that you could actually put into a scamper camper, right? Then you still use the black water and the gray water tanks in the camper, and this would be your earthquake cabin kit. And as far as cost wise, to make the floor, maybe $700 in material. And one of these Logic tents, you want to get the good one, right? You don't want the cheap material. Maybe another 700, so you got about 1,500. And so that gives you your structure. And on the top, what I like to do is make like a bifold system here, where the hinge would be in the center, and make a bifold, it's just light framework, and you put up your solar panels on top. So you can have your solar panels, you just fill them out, and when you're actually putting the system together, you put your panels on top, and you know, you would have about 6 100 watt panels. There's just an idea that came to me, you know, having this all set up. And folks, I think with the shaking and all that's going on, that we actually need to do something, not just talk about doing something. And so all in all, say if this costs about $5,000 with the solar system, the batteries, because that's going to run you, even 3 solar cells and 3 batteries, that could run you about over $1,000 anyway. Might get it for $1,000, but a 300 watt system would probably work. But say $5,000 altogether. Yeah, say if your woodwork is going to cost you, just say $1,000 for your woodwork and $700 for your tent. So that gives you a full floor system. It gives you an edge around, and it gives you 2 end walls and a door, and maybe like a platform out here, right? Because you just don't want to walk out. You need a little bit of a deck and stairs. So $1,000 in wood, say $700-800 for your tent, and the rest would be your solar system. But that gives you 12 times 20, 240 square feet. And you could easily have a family in this. So when you got this all set up, you'd have your tent structure off the ground here, right? Then your scamper camper would be back into it, so you could actually walk from the cabin straight through into your camper. That'd be your restroom facilities. You might have, you know, a sauna or something like that. And but folks, we need to move on this. There's no reason that these couldn't be built off the ground. You could have easily 4 to 6 people off the street staying in these campers. There's no reason for homelessness in America and Canada. Anyway, I'm going to shut it off here. Say goodbye, Max. My camera's actually dying, so we're going to stop it here.